and chips away at Chopper. 3 more dueling. Sunny finds the first. Back and forth.
I like this approach with 3 players towards Ruins as well. You can see how overwhelming this is. Team Spirit making sure that's just completely locked out there. Sergey with no real chance of winning the round, but maybe he can get a couple of kills and keep hold of his armor. A little bit boring to save in the pistol rounds, but it saves you $650 going forward, which it looks to be the case. Looking for some exits, and Team Spirit over on the B bomb side there. Execution as we expected. There's still 3 CTs towards B, so it should be a Team Spirit round, but a CZ at this range, it could cause a bit of chaos here. Waiting in the smoke, remember you get an advantage from that these days, and there it is. Magic's will display it for us quite nicely, and Sergey needs at least 2 kills to even attempt the round. It's not going to happen. Might as well save the Eagles now.
Yeah, that was really well handled by Spirit. It did look like...
Well, so this is looking very promising for them. Everyone can survive in the pit. 5 players to survive. As we mentioned, ENCE holding on to Deagles, CZs. You might as well...
Magic, he might have his crosshair ready for that kind of a fight, but that's a good opening right here.
Yeah, this is something. Oh, yeah, nearly had them line up. He is going to be flashed off and not fragged just yet. It's only the Desert Eagle of X7 trying to keep them at bay. 2 Kevlar vests and a helmet for
Eagles.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous. Sweaty palms for Spirit. This should be their round, a guarantee, but if they check, or rather don't check. Aerial pushing through the smoke. It's X7 to find the frag. Sunny lines up another 20 seconds. Magic's, he's gonna get caught out.
But when you do, is 1 flash going over, and you're trying to surprise him, trying to catch him out of position. So far, so good. As Murder opened things up, takes down Aerial. X7 needs to deliver here, but this is a really nice call. Sure, you lost the previous round, but it was still relatively close. You managed to make them a little bit uncomfortable. They've had to reinvest all their grenade. You can see X7, Alu, Aerial, and up there alone challenging for them 4. So it's not going to work out. You can move an AWP over every now and then.
Right.
So that's why, if you know they're not playing anyone towards the apartments, walk up slowly, silently, flash out towards half wall. You can then throw an incendiary in front of that, but they've been caught with their pants down, Alex. As soon as they're setting that up, they push in, and that's round over. It's done.
Is it foolish to assume that it could have just been the sound cue of the pins being
Could
called?
have been. I wanted to say that, but I wouldn't know for sure, but it certainly didn't help.
It synced up. It definitely did. As soon as we saw the Alu POV of that smoke being pulled, Chopper just held.
This is
round should be
useless,
done
right?
and dusted,
This is done.
yeah.
I'm not sure how technically up against just pistols. 25 seconds on the clock, smoked out. Doesn't look good at all. This is...
They're flashed. Oh, this shot from Sunny. Alu does manage to find 2, but it does look like the site has been taken in time. With 15 seconds remaining, they'll clear it out and get that bomb planted.
They don't deserve this one, but rifle, and they'll give it their best shot. They've got about a 10-second window here before they get to the point of no return. But the positioning looks too good. PG50 at that range, sure, you get that 1 kill, you have to nail this very quickly. Hasn't looked the same on this map in particular, and Sergey to be tested again. Couple of frags for him, but the same story for Team Spirit. Aerial needs multiple kills to stand a chance, and they've been mowed down. This round over. You can't retake this. No utility, no kits, no helmet for Sunny. Alu will have to step up, and he hasn't done so far.
Yeah, and that's confirmation right there. I Disbalance securing himself the second and even throwing out the incendiary to ensure there will be no CT gimmicks. Sunny, the last man, he's just going to keep hold of his M4.
Are we keeping a track of the predictions here? I feel like I've got a bit of a winner here. We need a better name than Lansing Boys or Lansing Crew.
Maybe public can tweet at us.
Brainstorm.
Use the tell of utility on the map.
Good chance here, friends.
Yeah, another one with the Deagles.
Deagles, 1 M4. They managed to trade out a couple of kills. Wasn't bad play from Team Spirit by any means. They had 3 players there. They've traded out the kills they had to so far.
A recent Counter-Strike, especially with... So the way that you would look at it, let's use the mini-map in the top left corner for everybody. That is the outline of the map. Huge kill right there. And that would be considered the puzzle, right? You have to solve this puzzle of, who meets at what choke point, what executes are available, how are you going to win the round? But... Oh, I almost got the double. That could have been round changing right there. This should be safe now for Team Spirit. So puzzle piece just into long. So if you want to push us, if you want to flank us, that's okay. We're just going to hold long. And then we'll have multiple different plans to take the...
See a little more of those timeouts to slow your opponent down as opposed to anything else.
Exactly, yeah. If they're running, like, ENCE should have used one by now. Would I be correct in saying that, Chad?
No, we had a rule when I was playing on Renegades that if we lost a streak of like 5 or 6 rounds, that we were almost 50% of the way through.
That's what we were talking about. Navi or Katowice. We'll get into that later. We do have a nice crossfire here.
It almost worked.
It's a nice one.
Pretty good. It wasn't good. It's good attempts. Just what we were talking about with Navi or Katowice. They didn't start using their timeouts until the semi-finals. We were watching them every time. It's like, guys, you've just lost 7 rounds in a row. You could throw this map and you're trying to knife people. Let's take a tactical timeout and use the most experienced in-game leader from your region and try and...
For all of this group right now.
It was quite rushed. I was all flustered.
Yeah, that's the death segments, Henry. I know that you're meant to be doing the cast.
But a better setup for the CTs this time. Will Aerial be affected? He won't be, but he's good for one frag here. Sergey good at this spot. He's not getting more than one there, Chad, and that's going to be a 4 versus 3. MP9 in the retake. Mer with the most idyllic position you could hope for in this sort of scenario. Nailing them now.
Wow.
But the sewing machine, it stitches Mir in the face.
It certainly does. Cross-stitch, I think, as well. Quite a complex one. But 3 versus 2. They are just going to be backing away from this one and accepting their fate again. I really like that Magix chose to take the fight on the hay bales because we saw it from the CT's perspective. Stopping the wide swing after getting that kill is such an adjustment.
At this level of the game, it's all about crosshair placement. That's what we'll see on pistol rounds primarily. When you've got Glocks, the first player will jump around. Let's say on ramp from, he'll jump through the first corner so the USP just can't get multiple headshots. So you're a bit of a martyr in that sense, but if you do enable them to get a quick trade or deny only 1 kill, that's absolutely everything. Seems
Timeline. Hold up, this could be...
This could be it. Sunny tucked in on the corner, second orange is disbalanced his hunting, and oh, too easy. Chopper actually finds his head, and now the sight and the round is gone.
Where was the first player there for the CT? Where was X7?
Look for the blue X. He died mid. It was just Sunny.
Okay, so solo.
It's the most basic thing whenever I'm casting this. If you die individually like that and you haven't even presented a crossfire, like either Team Spirit have done something very convincing and very good, which they kind of did. It was very futuristic, this. Multiple games within games.
I have never experienced this. Commentating and being able to break it down simultaneously.
All right, let me just...
Got it for me?
Let me just talk to my astronauts.
He's accepting that he could try and solo hold this site with
no
4
nades.
HP and no nades.
No nades is the main factor. They don't even have to execute it. They can just walk into B and the round's over. There's no position you can play with 4 HP. That means you're going to win. You're better off playing like CT spawn would be fine. They can smoke it. You can hopefully like get a couple of kills with the smoke. That's about as good as it's going to get. With the silence, with the M4A4, I should say, not the silence M4, that's going to be very difficult. Luckily, a telegraphed approach here. Flash comes through, and down he goes. 1 HP was never going to do much with that.
Aerial, though, could do something. It's only going to be the one. Sergey miles away, and so Team Spirit, an all too familiar circumstance for ENCE, is watching that bomb go down, being on the other side.
He wasn't one of the star fraggers. Aerial won an MVP at the tournament. Sergey's Mink probably bring in someone who has done it before and probably wants to do it.
I was going to say Zen. Bring him in.
Well, the thing is, if Twister takes over and then he basically does in-game leading from the coach position and just sets them up game plans with all these different options, a lot of work, but then they wouldn't necessarily need to look... Someone would still have to be a mid-round caller, right? They still need it. But at this point, look, Zen's not a bad shout if they need a new player. Otto's not a bad shout if they need a new AWPer.
If you want to get rid of Alu to start fresh, you go with Otto. That probably wouldn't be the worst shout in the world. We'll see if they can make this round work. We are talking over it because when it gets to this point of the game, I've cast a lot of online CS in my time. It gets to this point, they ain't coming back. They're not going to do much with this.
And if they do, we'll put it on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hold on. Well, that was it. 2-on-1. There is a chance Alu. We said he's one of the best CT snipers on Inferno. If there's ever a chance to prove it, this would be it. But I wouldn't even be thinking about this clutch. He's smoked out again. You're towards library. You've got no kit. And you're up against 2 players. We've got another smoke. There is a slight gap, I suppose. They'd have to make a catastrophic error at this stage.
Here's the situation right now is you need round. Think about the drop-off of ENCE towards the tail end of last year. Think about how good he must have been in the early stages.
Yeah, what a year. He does get shut down now, though, by Mir. And good chance, perhaps, for the CTs. And just like that, X7 and Aerial are added to the kill total, and 13 is secured.
Look at those good rotation as well. They're not challenging the fact that, they could rotate in from Arch or Library. They smoke those 2 choke points off, fall back towards quad, and let's make sure this is a guaranteed round here. Very well played. Still have 3 incendiaries or Molotovs, flashbangs, smokes, no kits, and it's a UMP and an M4 on the retake. Yeah, I'm so dejected if I'm out of this map right now, and just like, let's just wait till the next one. This is not working.
Especially because of the map Inferno as well.
Pushing second middle, he's sometimes down to T steps with an AWP.
That's right.
Never seeing any of that anymore. Like, where's all of it gone? They're so flat. That's why I said just reposition everyone at this stage. Let's just move everyone around, especially this good weapon. Sunny, this is more like it. This is the ENCE we know and love, getting stuck in. Surely they convert this one.
Seems like a guarantee, all off the back of Sunny. And ever since you mentioned his mouse
doesn't land in his position, they will assume it has done. So he needs to get at least 1 kill. He's been gifted a kill here. They won't be checking this necessarily. They'll think this is clear because the Molotov, as far as they're aware, has gone down.
No.
And see, they came out with the bomb out. They just didn't think that would have to be checked. So that's actually fortunate for Alu, but it wins them the round.
Receiving end of this app's flash.
Just to note, both players are able to focus on halls here because their Arch player has full mid control. That was a little bit audacious.
Yeah, I like the crossfire a lot. I didn't like that push so much, but there's one kill brought back in.
Oh.
Magix will have to deliver, and he does in spades. The bomb goes down, and the hopes and dreams of ENCE go crashing down with them. It is going to be a 3-on-2, X7 and Aerial, trying to recover the situation here, but spotted and vaulted.
I did
kangaroo
shout
as well.
There was an inflatable kangaroo.
At one point, there's a kangaroo, flip-flops. So we'll see if this flay from the CD spawn area comes through. It doesn't look good. The boost especially suggests this is, unless the CZ the pre-firing that, might not even get a chance. 3 kills from Chopper just needs 1 to guarantee the round, which he'll absolutely get. There it is. Might go down to X7 here, but apparently not. It's a jumping how woeful ENCE have been as of late, but I didn't expect this. A barrage of grenades thrown towards middle, hit their target, so do the bullets of Mar, as his Silence M4 finds its 4th kill in the last 2 rounds. 5-on-4, couple of smokes, a few pistols, and not much else to speak about here in this matchup on Inferno.
What are the odds that this just bleeds out 1 kill at a time, or until there's about 20 seconds left, and then they don't even have many nades to work with? 2 smokes.
They can smoke like arch side and pit and just go for it.
Isolated. Oh, never mind.
Well, it was a good game.
It was. It was a quick game, and as my mum always